sorry if I look a little scuzzy. Been in the field today, this morning. Got the fam jam with me as always. Beautiful view in front. Let me finish getting these links shared. I always share the links out on FaceSpace, just in case somebody wanted to tune in live. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get logged in here. So just real quick, I am at my airport development property. This is where I'm developing a new commercial multi-use building. It's gonna have 6 garage condos for airplanes or cars. It really doesn't matter. Gated, restricted access. You can definitely plan on putting $1 million aircraft in there. Cameras, well lighted, well lit facilities, all that good stuff. We've been working on it. Been trying to contact different resources, get these trees knocked down, get the land where we can move forward with the build up. Foundation is going to be built up about 2 foot, and then we'll put the building on top of that. And then of course it's got retail space on the front as well, and I've already got an anchor tenant for that that'll pay rent on the building. So the garage condos are just kind of like icing on the cake. So we've already got that. Let me show you where I'm sitting today. My office view right here. That is northern facing. That's the airstrip there. It's so cool today. It's cooled off so much yesterday and today. We just wanted to be outside as much as we possibly could. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Just want to make sure you can hear me. Sounds like it. Okay, can you hear me now? I think we're just gonna have to hold it, because otherwise my microphone is gonna be covered up on the bottom there. So no big deal. No big deal. We don't have very many listings today. Don't have very many listings today. It says there's about 10. I don't know how many of these are new. Okay, so first up, we're in Tuscaloosa City. No, I'm sorry, Tuscaloosa South, counting. This is Holt area, 4202 20th Street Northeast. One level home. Sorry. Okay, so it says Holt subdivision. I'm not familiar with that. This is an older home though, built in 1950, so it's mid-century. Smaller home, 952 square feet. It's got a 1/5 of an acre parcel at 0.2. Let's see who listed this one. Aaron Sims, Keller Williams, Vestavia. Never met him. 109 is the asking price. 109,000. So that's a really good beginner starter home for somebody or investment approach. You know, like I said, I'm all about these county listings and rural listings that are priced so much lower. The rental demand is still going to be there, so you'll get better pricing for the cash in. You'll get better rental rates because of the demand and no inventory. And then you'll get your payoff quicker, total years quicker, and then that check every month is profit. 100 grand is the sweet spot. Even though, you know, you might have older properties like built in 1950. So, okay, next up we've got, this looks like an apartment complex, 3301 Loop Road, multifamily apartment complex. Williamsburg East, it's very familiar right there off of 15th and Veterans Memorial. You take a right on Kicker, and it's right there on the left. Let's see who listed this one. Robert Shaw over at Hamner Real Estate. It's the seller's agent for this. So this is an entire multifamily apartment complex, 90 units, 90 apartments, 180 bedrooms for $6 million, basically $5,900,000. So 100 grand short of $6 million. That is a multifamily listing. Tuscaloosa is right for a purchase, a value add, make them better, increase the rents, lease them up, then put it right back on the market, or, you know, collect some rent for a few years, then put it right back on the market. That'd be a really good investment for somebody. Okay, next up, we're in Northport County, 14201 Pruitt Loop Road. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied there. No subdivision. How do you like that? No HOA. One level home built in 1978, so it does still need lead-based paint disclosure. 3 bedroom, 2 full bathroom, 1 half bathroom, house, and 10.5 acres. How do you like that? Very special opportunity. 2,200 square foot home. And like I said, it's Northport County. Jennifer Eaton over at Exit Capstone Realty is the seller's agent. And it's a house and 10.5 acres for 200 grand. That's a good opportunity right there. Uh-oh. See the fam jam moving around. All right, let's see what we got here. Next up, back in Tuscaloosa City Central. 17 Parkwood Circle, 1 level home, built in 1960. Everything's been mid-century so far. 1,800 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. Well, there we go. Christy Lee over at Keller Williams. I think she sold one of my Crimson Place condominiums recently. Asking $310,000 for that one. How's it going, buddy? Okay, that was Parkwood. 310 grand. All right, next up, we're in Duncanville, Alabama. Very nice area, right on the edge of town, 69 South, 82, Highway 82 area. Got my buddy with me. He's got pizza all over his face. Don't you love it? Absolutely love it. You did pretty good. Alright. I'm talking to the people now. We're making a video. Okay, so this is in Duncanville, Monticello Estates. Monticello is one of the only established subdivisions in Duncanville. You got Bartow Lakes, Mark Baggett subdivision there. Just not a lot of established subdivision for that rural area. Hey, watch your foot. This one looks relatively new. It's built in 2020, so not even 5 years old. 11480 Colonial Drive. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. Big ass house, 3,709 square foot. You know, the only thing I would tell my buyers, you know, about buying the bigger home, this is a more moderately priced rural area, And so the home's only $375. Alice Maxwell, the owner of Keller Williams branch that just opened here not too long ago, she's the listing agent for this one. It's a house and a full acre plus. Like I said, $375 is a sweet spot for that big of a home, built in 2020. But again, you need to consider the carry cost. You know, heating and cooling expenses, insurance, you know, upkeep, all that type of stuff. Cleaning, you know, you just got to clean that much. It's a wasp. So yeah, $375. It's got a full acres, big home, very nice listing. All right, next up, we're back in Northport. Northwood Lake subdivision, one of the most well-known, recognized areas. Northwood Lake, it's right there in town. 4521 Northwood Lake Drive West is Northport City. 4-bedroom, 4 full bathroom, built in 1997. Now that's a lot later than a lot of the homes in this subdivision. So right before turn of the century for this one, good opportunity. Another big ass house, 4,432 square foot. So you got a lot of heating and cooling and carry cost expenses to consider with this one. It does have right over a half-acre parcel, 0.56. It's got Vestavia Elementary, Tuscaloosa County High School as the school zonings, which are good schools. And Mary Young eXp Realty is the seller's agent for this one. I do know her. And they're asking $424,900, so $425,000 basically. All right. Next up, we're in Linden, Alabama, which is Marengo. Not really my stomping grounds, but 209 Gray Street, one level, built in 1977, so it's mid-century. Smaller home, 972 square foot. 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, which is typical with the smaller floor plan and that time in history being built mid-century. LaShondra Cottrell over at Double Key Realty. Never met her. Look forward to that. $85,900 asking price. That'd be a good one to invest as a rental investment. You know, the rental demand is just going to be through the roof. So you can get a much lower overhead to buy the property that you can collect rent from. This home would be $200,000 in Tuscaloosa. And then you just have double the amount of time you got to collect rent for. So the rural areas are really the sweet spots around here. People just don't realize it. Okay, and that's it for today. This is from yesterday in Lakeview. And then that commercial land for $800,000 on McFarland. That is it for today. So about 7 new listings. And it is about 3:15, so there might be a few more in there by the end of the day. But another reason I wanted to do my broadcast from here was just to go visit. You know, when I bought this property, it came with basically 10 lots. That's the fuel tank there. You got 100 LL for your airplanes. And of course, they got jet fuel as well. Those are all the full-time airplane hangars there. We're really trying to get that full-time base aircraft number up. With mine, it'll be 6 additional aircraft. But right down here, so when I bought this, it was 10 lots, just over 2.5 acres. And one of the 10 was completely separated by the creek bed. And we're not gonna mess with that creek. You know, that's a natural running creek there, so it doesn't really make any sense to try and like divert it or just do something with it and try to retain that land back. It goes all the way across, a good ways. So it's going to be a feature. It's gonna look nice once we get all these trees out of here. And by the way, I am still taking bids, to cut all these trees down. Take any of them to the sawmill that you like. Get the money for that. And then, of course, we can discuss what I would owe, maybe to make up some of the difference for some of the manpower expenses, running machinery. 2 acres, 2.5 acres is kind of, this particular property is full of good pines, good oaks, and I'm just not going to burn all that. I'm going to take a lot of it, even if I have to do it myself. Start cutting some of these trees down, get them on the ground. Once I get those, with land development, just improving land increases your value. So just getting it cleared off is step one. It's definitely step one. It'll help people visualize, how good of a location it is. But so here's this lot. It's just under 1/3 of an acre. It's a big lot. And we listed it for $19,900. This was the one lot out of the 10 that I purchased that was separated. And there was a young man and his girlfriend had family here in town, and I think they had some original plans, but it's so far from where they live. And I think, my influence with the commercial aspect of it, anytime you can convert land to commercial, it's going to be worth more than residential. It always is. And so I think, that has really influenced to realize what this lot is worth. And that's why we got it right back on the market. So you got right here, right there, that's the marker. And we did have it surveyed. The listing's got the survey attached to it. So I'm from right here all the way back over to my sign. It's like I said, it's just under 1/3 of an acre. And there's some big ones on there too. Big trees right there. Big tree right there. All these back here could go to the sawmill for some value. It's a good opportunity. And they did make this dirt driveway as well. But as you can see, this would be perfect for commercial. You got all the Highway 82 traffic that's right there, and as well as Jack's Restaurant. And then you make one turn and you go right back in here. And then of course you got the airport as well. So it's right there. Good spot. It's a really good spot. Really good spot. It's currently zoned residential, so you could only put a house on it right now. But I was recently granted commercial status for these other 9, which are just right here adjoining it. So I don't think there'll be any issue to convert this one to commercial as well. Get all these trees out of here. In my personal opinion, the best use would be these RV parks that are so popular. There's been 2 in Tuscaloosa over on Bear Creek, cut off by the Coke plant. 2 RV rental pad businesses. A bunch of individual rental pads for RV plug-ins, sewer, water, electricity. You rent that to the camper person. And you could put 3 or 4 on here. And it'd be full the first day it opened, just like those in T-Town. Especially if the infrastructure's there. If you build it, they'll come. So I think that would be a really good business opportunity. Plus there's a little repair shop right here beside it as well. So they could work together doing repairs on people's stuff. So yeah, very exciting. We've had a big day. We're so excited to feel this cooler air. We've been outside all day for the last 2 days, yesterday and today. And Had lunch at the Pizza Doctor in Carrollton. Love those pizza subs. And just eating it up. So call me when it's your time to real estate. I know you've got options. And I know you know somebody, you know, might not be your best acquaintance. But you likely know somebody or have met a realtor before. But like I say all the time, try me. Try me. You never know. Agents offer different aspects to things, and you know, I'm just always going to take an approach that's what's best for you. You know, we try to make our condos premium. I was just hung up with a potential buyer for the condo listing I've got, and the market's just booming. I'm trying to pull any of that investment out of Tuscaloosa into Pickens County that I can. Pickens County's just had some obstacles, especially since the 90s. There really hasn't been anything but a government job. No private sector businesses, you know, outside of the long established ones, you know, like logging companies, timber companies, sawmills, things like that. There was a new manufacturing plant. You know, it's been here about 15 years now. But we got a manufacturing plant in reform. I'd love to see another one. And so it's a special place. And another thing too, hey bud, about this location. You know, when we have these airplane hangars, especially if we're like bringing people to the university in West Alabama, the plane can land in Tuscaloosa and drop those people off and then just come here to park full time, fuel up, or do whatever. You know, so the 20 minutes between Tuscaloosa Regional Airport and this airport doesn't have to be an obstacle. You know, it can just be additional plane parking, and then we still take them to taxi them to Tuscaloosa. So it's got a lot of potential. And like I said, I'm still looking. I've been talking to so many people. I got to get these trees on the ground, basically all the way back down there. But it's coming. Don't forget to call my sponsor lender, Ryan Perrenoud. He and his wife make a great team for financing. And you know, when you use me as your buyer's agent, you get a furniture allowance paid through the commission. You would have paid the commission anyway. You might as well expect more. Get you a premium sofa or mattress to go along with your new home. And of course, if you list your property with us, we'll offer that to whoever picks your property. So there you go. All right, buddy. Can you tell them bye-bye? See you later. See you next time.